Good morning, folks. Carpo. I wanted to tell everyone about this thing because it's cool. It's called the checker shadow illusion. Just Google it. Checker shadow illusion. It was an experiment done at MIT where they took a checkerboard, or a sketch of a checkerboard basically, and by putting a shadow over some of the squares, it makes it appear that one of the white squares is a different color than one of the black squares. You'll have to see it to know what I'm talking about. It's really interesting, but it gets me thinking about people and perceptions. And the reason behind it, the experiment, or some of the implications that it had were just, amazing. That a person sees what they want to see, and we perceive things differently. We may not perceive two things to be identical just because of the circumstances and the surroundings of each one. So you're looking at these two checker shadows, and they look completely different. I mean, look for the video because it really puts it in perspective. But it shows that our eyesight and our brains perceive things in ways that benefit us, in a way that's a protective measure in order for us to see. We don't see color and shadow the way we think we see it. We see contrasts, and so our mind will compensate for that contrast difference by making things appear different. And I don't know, I was thinking about all the implications it might have for the way people perceive, religious experiences or, moments of clarity. But my wife said something even more just that really got me. She said, well, what about, when there's a in a violent act, and there's all the witnesses out there saying, oh, it was a black guy or a white guy. I hadn't even thought in just the terms of black and white, because that correlates directly to the checkerboard. But that's a very blunt, upfront way to look at it. But I thought about that for a minute and thought, people see what they're used to seeing, and people might be an eyewitness to something that they never really saw just because of the surroundings and the perception. Just an interesting thought. Look at the illusion. It's pretty amazing. It's a checker shadow illusion. Cool stuff. Peace.